General Hospital latest update. Jason and Sasha's romance on General Hospital may be over before it really began. Their bond started as a secret paternity cover-up, but Michael's return throws everything off. With Michael and Willow's relationship strained and Drew in the mix, Sasha might end up reuniting with Michael instead of exploring things with Jason. Meanwhile, Wednesday's episode brings high drama. Willow makes a bold move. Carly grills Michael, and Nina fears for her future with Wiley. In the Quartermaine mansion, Brooklyn confronts Lois. Gio learns the truth, and Tracy finally discovers Gio is family. It's a roller coaster of betrayal, heartbreak, and new beginnings in Port Charles. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Here's why Jason and Sasha's romance is over before it ever truly began. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Sasha Gilmore Corbin's Sophia Matson romance may be over before it ever truly began. Although it previously looked like Sasha and Jason might be headed for couple status, there are good reasons to believe this pairing won't happen now. Jason and Sasha have been bonding ever since he agreed to pretend he was the father of her unborn child. Sasha found a surprising connection with Jason that could have grown to something more than friendship if given the chance. However, Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, homecoming may be what pumps the brakes on any attraction that was developing between Jason and Sasha. It doesn't look like Michael will be paired up with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, again anytime soon based on all the animosity between them. Willow and Michael might reunite down the road, but there's far too much pain and anger for that to happen immediately. Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, is still the man in Willow's life at this point, so she's not looking for a Michael reunion yet anyway. Plus, Willow still doesn't know that Michael's the one who got Sasha pregnant. That news is sure to add to the conflict eventually, so Michael and Willow's marriage may be ruined for the foreseeable future. Even so, Michael is going to need a love interest. It makes perfect sense for Michael and Sasha's mutual feelings to come rushing back as she brings their baby into the world. Jason can't keep playing fake daddy forever, so this secret may blow up soon and set him free from this storyline. That could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your point of view. If GH writers decide to steer Jason in a different romantic direction, could they try pairing him with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, again, or perhaps someone else? Regardless, Michael and Sasha's reunion could be on the horizon, so that may be why her romance with Jason is over before it really had an opportunity to kick off. General Hospital spoilers say Jason may have to look elsewhere for love, so we'll bring you updates on what's next for him. General Hospital spoilers Wednesday, May 28th. Willow's bold move. Carly questions Michael, Nina's worst fear. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, May 28th, reveal that Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, will make a bold move while Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, questions Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, will also open up to Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, about her worst fear, so there'll be a lot happening in Port Charles. At the Quartermaine mansion, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, will face Giovanni Gio Palmieri's Giovanni Mazza, Wrath. Dante will assure Gio that he never even knew Brooklyn was pregnant, but Gio will wonder what Brooklyn's excuse is for lying to him. Of course, Brooklyn was also in the dark on Gio being the baby boy she gave up for adoption. Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, and Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, are the ones who set all this in motion, so Brooklyn and Dante were just as blindsided as Gio at the nurses' ball. Even so, Joe's whole world has been upended. Brooklyn and Dante will no doubt face some rejection since Joe's in too much pain to truly connect with them right now. As for Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, he'll make a confession in the midst of all Wednesday's drama. Chase didn't know the Gio part of the story, but he knew Brooklyn was hiding a son from Dante and will surely want to apologize for his deception. Dante will also quiz Brooklyn and wonder if she ever would have told him if her hand wasn't forced. Brooklyn thought it was best to bury the pain of the past, but she'll see how wrong she was now that everything's blown up. Elsewhere, both Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth, and Olivia Quartermaine, Lisa Lo Cicero, will lash out at Lois for hiding the Geo news for over 2 decades. Olivia will argue that she would have handled the situation differently, but Lois will fire back that Olivia can't say that until she's in the exact same position. Lois tried to do the right thing, but Olivia just won't see it that way. Other GH spoilers say Nina will talk to Maxie about Michael's return home and how it's going to change everything for the custody hearing. It'll fuel Nina's worst fear that Willow's decision to put Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, first will cost her Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork-Mako. At Carly's place, she'll have tears in her eyes as she questions Michael about how he knew to come home. Carly will want updates on that, and will worry about Michael cutting his recovery short, but he may assure his mom that he's fine. Michael's priority is protecting his children, so he'll be ready to fight for custody in the courtroom feud that's looming. Willow and Drew just reported Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, for kidnapping since he picked up Amelia from Drew's house. It doesn't look like Max Scorpio, John J. York, will do anything about that, so Willow will change tactics soon enough. In the car, Drew will beg Willow not to do this, but she'll insist she has to try. Willow will ultimately knock on Carly's door and force Michael to have a conversation with her, but it won't go well at all. Although Willow will push Michael to admit that the kids belong with her, he won't think that's true anymore. General Hospital spoilers say Michael will stand his ground on facing off with Willow in court and letting the judge decide what's next. Brooklyn lashes out at Lois, while Tracy learns Geo is family, plus Michael takes Wiley and Amelia from Willow. Today on General Hospital, Cody and Lulu lament over their mistakes. Emma offers Geo her support, and Kai and Trina make love. Lois runs around the patio area of the Metro Court searching for Geo when Brooklyn finds her. She demands to know if Geo is her son. Lois cries and confirms he is. Brooklyn doubles over in tears, and Lois explains she and her grandmother tried to do the right thing. They decided to keep Joe close to make sure he went to a loving home. Lois begs her daughter to say something. Brooklyn says she can't breathe, and Lois rushes to her side to hold and comfort her. Lois finally tells her side of the story. They sit down, and Lois gets her daughter some water. Brooklyn demands to know everything. Lois explains that Camilla was desperate to have a baby, and when she and Gloria came to her with the idea of adopting Geo, she was thrilled. They all realized they could keep Joe close, watch over him, and Lois could tell her daughter, without lying, that her baby went to a loving home. Lois says it was the perfect solution until Camilla got sick and died. They couldn't tell her and Geo the truth, as Joe's world had just fallen apart. Brooklyn listens in shock as Lois swears that she was trying to do the right thing. Dante walks out and asks, "For who?" "The right thing for who?" Brooklyn tells Dante how sorry she is. He asks, "So it's true?" She explains she got pregnant that summer. He asks why she didn't tell him. Did she think he'd be angry? She cries that she didn't know how to tell him. She was young, she was scared out of her mind, and she felt so lost and didn't know what to do. She couldn't terminate the pregnancy, so she gave the baby up and swore to never tell him. She's been dreading this look on his face for 20 years. She swears that until tonight, she didn't know the child was Geo. Dante again asks why she didn't tell him. Brooklyn explains she had decided to give up the child. She was already suffering, and she thought it would be cruel to make him suffer. Dante notes they have a lot to talk about, but first, they need to find their son. Lois wants to come with them, but Brooklyn tells her, "Like hell, you will." Brooklyn lashes out that all these years she thought she was calling the shots, but she wasn't. She agreed to a closed adoption, but her mother changed the plan. She should have told her. What she did was unforgivable. There is zero excuse for it, and she lied to everyone. She lied to her own daughter for 22 years, to Geo for his entire life, to Dante, Olivia, Dad, Tracy. The list goes on. Lois wishes she could go back in time and do things differently, but Brooklyn says that means nothing. Brooklyn tells her mother to stay away from her and her son and storms off. Dante follows her, and Lois collapses into tears. Outside the ballroom, Michael tells Wiley how much he missed him, and Wiley has grown a foot since he saw him. Wiley asks if they are going home to Uncle Drew's, but Michael says they are having a sleepover at Grandma Carly's. Wiley cheers. As Michael walks out with his son, Willow and Drew appear and Wiley waves, "Bye, Mommy," to Willow. Jason steps in and tells them that following Michael and Wiley would be a bad idea. Willow asks Jason where Michael is taking Wiley, when suddenly she gets a call from her sitter. She learns that Jason came and took Amelia out of her home, and Drew and Willow race off. Sunny, Joss, Nina, and Carly show up. Joss walks off. Carly tells Nina that she'll see her in court and follows Joss out. Nina grabs Sunny and begs him to hear her out. Nina can't believe Jason kidnapped Amelia from her home, and she thought Michael's return would calm things down. She asks Sunny if he can't make Michael see that a compromise is what is best. Sunny tells her nobody wants a battle, but unless Willow gets away from Drew, this is the way it will be. He asks her to make Willow see that Drew is not a good person. He's ruined her life, tanked her marriage, and now she's going to lose her kids. He hopes Drew is worth it and walks off. Reunited, Michael returns to Carly's, where Sasha sits with Amelia on the sofa. Michael hugs both his children and has missed them so much. He puts Wiley to bed and tells his son how much he loves him and missed him. After Amelia, too, is put down, Michael goes back to Sasha and thinks back to her reasons for not wanting to raise her child as a Quartermain or Corinthos. Michael thanks her for helping out tonight. He also thanks her for sending the sonograms, and not to worry that he's back, as he'll stay out of her and the baby's life unless she changes her mind. Tracy learns the truth. Emma arrives at the Quartermain mansion and finds Gio about to run away as he states, "I can't stay here." Emma tells him she's coming with him. Before they can leave, Tracy storms in ranting about Drew framing her and having her arrested. She then asks what they are doing here, why they aren't at the ball, and what's wrong. Gio flashes back to what happened earlier in the evening, and Tracy orders them to speak. Gio tells Tracy, given how she loves to remind him that he's not a Quartermain, well, the joke is on her, as he is family. Tracy is confused, so Gio blurts out that Brooklyn is his mother and Dante is his father. Surprise, it's a boy. Tracy realizes it was him all this time. "You are my great-grandson." Gio grabs Emma's hand to leave, but Tracy tells him not to take another step. They go into the living room, and Tracy asks what happened and why he believes this. Gio says he overheard Lois saying it, and he wants to leave before anyone else returns home. Tracy understands this is shocking and upsetting, but he doesn't get to say he's family and waltz out the door. He asks why not. She states that because he is family, her family. Tracy shows him a photo of Edward and Lila, tells him who they are, and that everything in this house is his, and everyone who lives here is related to him. He cries as she tells him not to push them away. Gio says this isn't her fault, but he had a family, including a mother he loved more than anything whom he lost. Now he's found out it was all a lie, and the family he has is a bunch of liars. So, he's not ready to jump on the Q bandwagon as it's a big lie. Gio goes to leave, but that's when Brooklyn and Dante arrive. Cody and Lulu realize their mistakes too late. Lulu returns home, and Cody is waiting on the porch for her with beers. They drink up, and she asks how Dante is. Cody says he's mad, confused, and in shock. He confirmed to Dante that Brooklyn left camp that summer pregnant, and Gio is his son. He says her name didn't come up, but Lulu states she won't hide her involvement. Cody isn't sure they made the right call. Cody asks if Lulu told Gio the truth tonight. She didn't. Lulu believes Gio overheard her and Lois talking about him. Cody thinks confronting Lois at the ball wasn't a great idea. Cody admits he was so focused on Dante that he didn't think about Gio. He realizes his situation isn't the same as Joe's, as he never felt like he fit in with his family while growing up. Gio grew up with a family who adored him, and they just blew his family and memories to hell. Lulu flashes back to Carly warning her of the outcome of her meddling. They discuss how hurt Gio was on stage, and both their hearts ache for him, Brooklyn and Dante. Cody notes they were so blinded by the lie, they couldn't see why it was there to begin with. So many people's lives were ripped apart and will never be the same. Lulu believes that in time, they'll all be changed for the better, but Cody points out that Gio grew up thinking Camilla was his mother. Lulu says nobody can take that love or those memories from him. Cody just hopes Gio isn't out there all alone. Lulu admits, for all her faults, that Brooklyn is a loving person and will be a good mom. Gio thought he was an orphan, and now he has a whole family who will accept him, like the Scorpios accepted Cody. Cody says it won't do Gio good if he can't trust his family, and he doesn't know how someone comes back from a lie this big. Lulu says things look bleak now, but everyone will help Gio come to terms with his new reality. They agree to do what they can to help, but Cody suggests she lie low for a while. Cody decides to walk home as the air will do him good. Trina and Kai make love. Trina and Kai return to her place, and she says she liked having him in the audience tonight. He tells her how beautiful her voice is. Then again, everything about her is beautiful. They kiss. They sit down, enjoy some champagne, and reminisce about the rocky start to their relationship and how far they've come. She begins unbuttoning his shirt, and he asks what if Joss comes home. She says Joss is spending the night at her mom's. He asks if she is sure she wants to do this, as they can wait. She is sure, so they head to her bedroom to make love. Afterward, they cuddle, and he asks what she's thinking about. She says art class, and he laughs. She says she didn't want him as a partner, but she's glad she had him, as he's the best thing to happen to her in a long time. He feels the same way. On the next General Hospital, Dante confronts Brooklyn and asks if she ever would have told him if her hand wasn't forced. Gio asks someone, "What's your excuse?" Olivia lashes out at Lois, who says, "Until you are in the same position, you can't say that." Nina confides in Maxie and says this will change everything before the custody hearing. In Drew's car, he begs Willow not to do this.
She says she has to try.
Carly asks, "How did you know to come home?" Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.